So Tim Pool is one of these guys that says that he's a liberal, but spends 99% of his time criticizing Democrats, and now he is just openly saying that he's going to be voting for Donald Trump. And so in this video, he's going over Donald Trump's platform and talking about how much he loves it, but in the middle of it, he goes on this nonsensical rant about people in other countries having opinions about American politics. And he gets legitimately angry here. And so we're going to play the clip, and then we're going to talk about it along the way.
Now, look, many of these proposals are relatively vague. But let me tell you something. Twitter, right now, consider this. A foreign citizen, I noticed this on Reddit. It's not just Twitter, it's Reddit, it's Facebook. I went to r/politics, and there was a post and it said, Donald Trump is the worst. Donald Trump is awful. Orange man bad. And I went in and noticed a bunch of people who are European and Australian, and I got really, really angry. I am tired of being talked at by people who do not live in this country about what my opinions should be about who the president should be.
I mean, right away, one of the things that's so funny about this is Tim Pool is a huge free speech guy. He says that he cares so much about free speech, but the idea of someone in another country just having an opinion about who people in the U.S. should vote for, because, the president of the United States actually has a disproportionate impact on other countries compared to presidents of other countries, but that's, beside the point. Just the idea that he is upset that they're just saying their opinions. This is a huge free speech guy, but we'll keep going.
And I am really angry that these big tech platforms will ban American citizens from speaking their mind about their own country. So what happens? Voters are influenced. Our media is influenced by big tech platforms that allow foreign individuals to express their opinions, but not American citizens.
I mean, that's just not true. I mean, people from the U.S. can express their opinions about this country. I mean, I express my opinions about this country all the time. And honestly, a lot of times I have critical things to say about this country. And I've never been banned from Twitter. And there's a lot of people who criticize this country. There's a lot of people who say good things about this country. So this idea that U.S. citizens aren't able to criticize the country, but then people from other countries are able to, I'm pretty sure people who are from other countries have been banned from Twitter before. I'm pretty sure that people that live here have been banned from Twitter before. I don't think that there's this, I've never even heard this argument before. That's what really struck out to me. I'd never even heard this, that they're always all these people in other countries, they're always talking about, American politics, and they never get banned. But then if someone from the US tries to say something about this country, and I'm assuming you would assume it's something negative, right? Unless he's saying that they only let people say things that are negative. It really, really doesn't make sense.
I don't know if Trump can do anything about this. It's not necessarily in his agenda, but I want to see Section 230 reform. I want to see an end to the...
Now, to my understanding, I will say that Tim Pool probably knows more about Section 230 than I do. But I Googled it when he brought it up. But apparently that's just the section of, it's some law that basically makes it so that, companies like Twitter and Facebook, they're not treated like publishers, and so they don't have the same legal obligations, because so things are getting posted on their site, and it's not like they are, a publisher. If they decide to publish something, they can be held legally liable for, someone says something threatening or something like that. Facebook, Twitter, they're not held to that same standard. I don't know what that would have to do with people from the U.S. not being able to talk about this country versus people in other countries. I really don't see how that's related at all.
In our elections, I do not care about the opinions of people in France, Canada, Britain, Australia, New Zealand, or anywhere else. And that includes conservatives. I always thought it was particularly hilarious that we have so many Canadians interested in American politics. Now that I get, okay? Canada, you're right next to America, so you guys get a free pass. People in the UK, I can say okay a little bit. But why do we have British people and Australians and New Zealanders and French people and Spanish and Italians going on social media?
So wait, I'm just gonna say, I mean, I feel like this really highlights, he could have just misspoke there. But I mean, he says, oh, it's okay for people from the UK to criticize American politics, because for some reason I don't see why that has any difference from other countries in Europe. But then he says it's not okay for British people too. So it's okay for people from the UK, and it's okay for British people. And now I know that there are some distinctions. I know that I think the UK, no, British people can also apply to people from Northern Ireland, I believe, or something. I'm probably way off on that, but it's effectively the same people. People from the UK, they're considered British people, and so I think that it just shows that he I don't know why he said that it's okay for people from the UK to do it, but it's not, and it just really highlights how this makes no sense, what he's saying, that oh, but British people can't. It just, and all these other countries, why can't someone from Spain? What is the US doing that's so disproportionately affecting the UK that they can say something, but people from Spain or Italy or Australia can't? The US influence stretches all across the world, and I think that it's perfectly reasonable for them to have opinions. And it's just like, he is so into free speech. That's his thing. That is his thing. And he's saying, don't share your opinion. It's hilarious. This guy is a total hack. I'm being completely honest. Tim Pool is a total phony. I mean, you already should have known that when he says he's a liberal, but he wants to vote for Donald Trump. But we'll just finish up, this little segment here.
About our president. Now, I get it. We're a very powerful country, but I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the foreign interference in what should be American matters. I've never.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that's basically the gist of it. He goes on, keeps talking about Trump's platform, but it's just, I mean, when people talk about foreign interference in this election, I don't think that they're referring to. I mean, usually, even if they're talking about on social media, they're talking about like bot accounts, like people like Russian trolls like spamming U.S. saying like lies about our elections, not just real people having opinions and sharing those opinions on Reddit, for example, on r/politics. That is not usually what people are talking about when they're saying foreign interference. And, I guess he's using a different definition here. But usually, honestly, they're talking about, like, actual, like, hacking into, like, maybe, like, voting booths or something, hacking into the voting machines or something like that. And it's just, I mean, Tim Pool is he's a funny guy. It's not intentional, but he's a very funny guy. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys like this new kind of setup. I'm gonna start doing it where like I'm like have myself in the corner. I hope you guys enjoy that. If you don't, let me know in the comments. And if you disagree with anything I say in this comment, feel free to school me about the difference between the UK and British. Maybe Tim Pool's comment makes complete sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm way off on that. But anyway, definitely comment down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.